We are deeply saddened to announce the passing of Leronia David Daniel, better known as Baby, of Blasha, but resided at Canals, who passed away at St. Jude Hospital on Friday, 30th May 2025, at the age of 39. Left to mourn are her husband, Chad Daniel, at Helen Estate, daughter Mia Daniel, who is also her caretaker, mother Françoise David, better known as Cynthia or Manu of Blasha, who is also her caretaker, godchildren Jetasha Wilson, Kaiser Rizme, sisters Maura David and family of Blasha, Janelle David, better known as Natasha, and her family of Angers, Eucrida Clarice and family in Deriso, Dolores McFarlane in Martinique and her family, brothers Larry Japierre of Blasha and his family, Sylvester Japierre, also known as Silo, of Blasha and his family, Jemel David, also known as Jamel or Jakes, and his family in the USA, Anthony Noeline in Lacoville, Miku, aunts Teresa Wallace, also known as Excellent, of Blasha and her family, Philomene Japierre, also known as Selena, of Blasha and her family, Prilimen Tobier, also known as Lucilia in Castries and her family, Virginia Girard, also known as Tita of the USA and her family, Veronique David, also known as Magina of Blasha and her family, Elmary Marquis, also known as Cormelia in Martinique and her family, Regina Mati, also known as Virgin of Blasha, deceased Mary Jabatis, who was known as Sigilta of Deriso and her family, uncles Nicholas David, also known as Nelwitan and his family, Antoine David, also known as Duku of Blasha and his family, Anthony Japierre, also known as Somia of Blasha and his family, nieces Jamie David, Michelle McFarlane, Penny McFarlane of Blasha, Nolly Edward in Tiroshe Miku, Moisha David of Blasha, Lee McFarlane in Martinique, Lisa McFarlane, Nisha Mitchell, Josiane Fontenelle, Annabelle Clarice of Deriso, Joanna Winifred of Blasha. Nephews Chris Malcolm of Blasha, Ectus David in Angers, Stéphane Clarice of Blasha, Jamal Joseph, Kurt Japierre in Antigua, Lance McFarlane, Lance McFarlane, Linus Alexander, Iran Clarice, Stefan Charles, grandnieces and nephews, Kirina Clarice, Kimilla McFarlane, Caden Clarice, all of Blasha. In-laws, Ryan Clarice, also known as Tine in Deriso, Lambert Wilson in Angers, Owen Dalsu in Blasha, Alex Caraman in Martinique, Mandy David in the USA, Gilbertha Alexander in Blasha, Julia Daniel of Deriso and her family, close friends, Shania Xavier in the USA, Ingrid Shalry, also known as Chrissy of Blasha, Rana Janki Francis of Blasha, Sarah Cyril, also known as Pinky, Ahmed Francis, Minas Joseph, George Doxery, Lonia Willie, who was also her caretaker, Catherine Coulis, also known as Diane in the USA. Godmother, Marilyn, President of Blasha and her family, also left Timon R. Angel, Neptune and family of Blasha, the David family, the Jean-Pierre family, the Matty family, the Shalry family, the President family, class of 2003 of the Angers Secondary School. Special mention to Veronique Javatis, Dr. Bert, Dr. Ricardo Blasha, Pastor Rigobert, Pastor Shalmine. Prayer group of the Deriso Agape SDA Church, staff of the Deriso Health Center, staff of the St. Jude Hospital. Many other relatives and friends both here and abroad, too numerous to mention. The funeral service for the late Leronia David Daniel, better known as Baby, will take place on Friday, 27th June 2025 at the Holy Cross Parish Church, Deriso, at 2 p.m. The body will then be laid to rest at the Deriso Cemetery. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, Udall Road, Vieux Fort. May she rest in peace.